Hi guys, Steph here. What have we got for you today? Well, I'll tell you what we've got. An absolutely gorgeous pen. Some of you will look at it and you'll recognise it straight away. Yes, we have a Parker Vacumatic fountain pen. Now, as I've said in numerous of these Vacumatic videos, there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different Vacumatics, different generations, different colours, different trims. In fact, there's too many, well, for me personally, to know. There is actually people out there that sort of know these Vacumatics and they can actually look at them and tell you exactly which one it is. For me personally, I find them quite confusing, but as far as I'm aware, this is a Parker Vacumatic Junior. It's the full size, third generation, as we'll show you in a moment, with a plastic filler. Now, as I say, it's a Parker Vacumatic Junior. It comes in this lovely silver pearl colour. You can see these sort of stripes going round the barrel and round the cap, what we term as silver pearl. This model, as you can see, comes with nickel plated trim. It's got these two nickel plated cap rings to the bottom of the cap, and then if we take you up to the clip there, let's give you a sideways view, you've got this nickel plated sort of the older version of the Parker arrow clip. You can see it's got Parker written down the centre of the feathers there, and if we take you up to the top there, this pen comes with a black slightly peaked jewel. All in all, an absolutely stunning fountain pen. Unfortunately, this one's not mine. It's come from a good customer of mine, and unfortunately it has to go back. Now, as I say, this one is what they term as a full size third generation model. The size of it from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, around about 129 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, the diameter, it's a nice chunky 12 millimeters in diameter. As I say, an absolutely stunning fountain pen, and in my opinion I think the pen actually looks a lot better than it shows here on this video, although I do try my best to try and give you the best sort of colour match or whatever with my lighting, but it is an absolutely stunning looking fountain pen. I don't know if you can actually make out, this pen has got a lovely transparency to the barrel there. Again, very difficult to show on these pens, so what we'll do, let's take you to the barrel imprint there, and you can see it says to the left it has GOS Parker, to the middle it has Parker Victory, to the right of it Made in USA, and I'm hoping you can see to the very right there, to the right of it, it has a number 7. So the lovely thing about this pen is we can date it nice and simply to 1947. So the pen has got a, as I say, a date number on it, number 7. As you'll see in a moment, that matches the nib as well. So let's unscrew the cap. Let's give you the customary twirls of the pen like so. Let's pop the cap down and let's take you up to the section. You'll see it's got quite a small section, slightly concave with this ridge towards the nib. And if we show you the nib there, you can see it's got what we term as the arrow nib. And the imprint reads Parker USA. Below that, the number 7, and I don't know if you can actually see it, maybe it's hidden by the section. To the very bottom, it's got the letter R. Okay, let's give you another view of it. Now some people no doubt will say, oh, what's the letter R for? Personally, I'm not 100% sure. I believe it may be what we term as a replacement nib. The R may be indicating that it's a replacement. Let's give you a sideways view like so. Let's show you the feed underneath. As I say, this is a customer's. It came in for a service. It's been fully cleaned, etc. Everything is lovely and clean, and everything should be in working order, because what we've done, we've replaced the new diaphragm, or we replaced the diaphragm inside that needed it. This one, strangely enough, when it came to me, it didn't have a breather tube inside. So what we've done, we've installed a breather tube inside the barrel there. I think you can just make it out there. As we said earlier, obviously this particular one, as it says on the barrel, made in USA, and as it indicates on the nib, also made in USA, and as it says on the barrel, number 7, with a number 7 on the nib, again indicating from 1947. Now this model being the 3rd generation, you'll notice the blind cap now is slightly longer. There we have it. And if we undo the blind cap for you, there we go, and there you can see we've now got the 3rd generation plastic filler. Now if you're sort of new to these pens and you're saying, well, why, what were the fillers before, go and have a look at some of my other Vacumatic videos and you'll see the earlier versions of the fillers. But this one, we're just going to concentrate on this one, as I say, being the 3rd generation plastic filler with a longer blind cap to the end of the barrel. Now I'm sure you people would love to see the pen writing, so what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to cut the video at this point. I'm going to try and rearrange the lighting, because I've tried this before, it never worked, but I'm going to try something slightly different, get some backlighting, and I'm going to see if I can actually show you the pen actually filling. So what I'm going to do is pop the pen down like so, and we're back in a moment with a little bit of a different setup. Okay, I'm back now, and what I've done is I've brightened everything, I've put some lights in different places, and well, I'm hoping this is going to work. It's always a bit difficult, there's obviously a technique in it, but there you go, you can see the transparency of the pen. And unfortunately I've got to sort of waggle it about in sort of different angles, but you can see there the breather tube to the middle. Now if we unscrew the blind cap as before, and hopefully what we can do, and if I press the button, let's just get the right angle, there you go, you can see the diaphragm inside sort of pushing in and out, and you can see it's not actually touching the breather tube, because it shouldn't be doing, okay, because that's what actually helps the ink sort of fill the barrel. But there you go, there you can see the diaphragm inside is working correctly. So what we're going to do now, let's bring on some ink and hopefully if I do this right, we may be able to show you the pen actually filling. So what I'm going to do, I'm dipping the nib in the ink, and maybe I'll need to raise it slightly so you can see, and what we'll do, let's press once. There you go, I'm hoping you could see that. You can see the ink coming out of the breather tube as I'm pressing it. Okay, I think that'll be more than enough. So let's take the ink, pop that to one side. Let's give the section and the nib a wipe, and there you go. You can see from the transparency of the barrel, whatever angle I actually put it to now, the barrel is now full of ink. Okay, you can see just to the top there, slight transparency, but as before you can now see the whole barrel is now full of ink. So you can see, I'm hoping that was a little bit clearer to show you how the ink actually fills into these pens. Now the problem with these pens is that to fill them, that's what we do, what we've just simply done. You have to just press on the button numerous times until the ink is, or the barrel is full of ink. The problem with these pens is that they're more difficult to empty. They're actually designed to, once you've actually filled them up, to actually use the ink up till it empties, and then literally just flick the pen to empty any remaining ink. But what we're going to do now, because the lights are all different now, I'm going to cut it now and then revert back, put the lighting back how it was, and let's see how the pen writes. So we're back again with a full pen. So I'm hoping that demonstration, although it wasn't very clear, I hope it helped you to see how these pens actually fill. As I say, they're actually easier to fill than they are to empty, believe it or not. They're a bit of a nuisance to empty, but you can empty them and clean them out, etc. So don't worry about that. But because we've now got a full pen, as you saw earlier, let's see how the pen writes. So what we have is a Parker Vacumatic, and this one being the Junior. It's a full size third generation Vacumatic, the colour being silver pearl. Now, as with a lot of these Vacumatic nibs, is there any flexibility in the nib? Nice and simply, no, there's not. It's quite a hard nib writing, I would say, with a fine line, even with a little bit of pressure. There's no variation in line. As I say, I would say it's a fine nib. And as we said earlier, this beautiful example is made in USA. Okay, so there's a writing sample. Well, a lovely writer, as you'd expect from this nib, but as you can see, no variation, writing with a fine line, and as you can see, everything is hunky-dory and everything is working as it should with the pen. So, okay, so let's pop that to one side. Let's bring on the cap, and there we have it. So I hope that little sort of demonstration on how to fill the pen sort of was interesting. It helped you a little bit, and I hope it was, well, I know it was a little bit difficult, maybe not as clear as I'd like it, but one day we'll find out how to actually, well, do the correct lighting and show you very, very clearly, but that's the best I can do for now. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, subscribe below. Have you? Sorry, not subscribe. You can actually subscribe up there somewhere. Leave a comment below and subscribe somewhere on the page. And if you possibly can, please support my work. But for now, I'll just say bye bye for now.